How to win arguments against a narcissist. 6 effective strategies. Imagine this. You're in a disagreement with someone who has narcissistic tendencies. You're trying to make a point, but they interrupt you, twist your words, and turn the tables to make you feel small and insignificant. In this video, we're going to delve into 6 powerful strategies that can help you navigate these difficult conversations. When you're dealing with someone who has narcissistic tendencies, remember that their world often revolves around emotions. Their emotions. They are masters at twisting narratives, manipulating situations, and using emotional outbursts to throw you off balance. That's why it's crucial to ground your arguments in facts. Think of facts as your anchor in the storm of their emotional manipulation. When you stick to objective truths, dates, times, specific events, and verifiable information, you're taking away their ability to distort reality. For example, let's say you're dealing with a narcissistic coworker who constantly takes credit for your ideas. Instead of getting caught up in the frustration and hurt of their actions, calmly state the facts. I presented this concept in the meeting on date, and here are the emails I sent outlining the details. By presenting concrete evidence, you're not giving them room to gaslight you or make you question your own memory. Remember, narcissists thrive on ambiguity and chaos. By sticking to the facts, you're essentially taking away their ammunition and forcing them to confront reality. The goal here isn't necessarily to get them to confess or change their behavior. It's about staying grounded in what you know to be true, maintaining your own sense of reality, and not allowing them to control the narrative. One of the most effective ways to disarm a narcissist is to maintain your composure, even in the face of their provocations. Remember, narcissists often thrive on drama, chaos, and emotional reactions. They want to see you get upset, lose your temper, or break down in tears. But when you remain calm, cool, and collected, you're essentially taking away that power. Think of it like a tennis match. If your opponent keeps hitting the ball with increasing force, hoping to overpower you, one of the most effective strategies is to return the ball with controlled, steady strokes. Now, I understand that staying calm in the heat of the moment can be incredibly challenging, especially when you're dealing with someone who knows how to push your buttons. One effective technique is to take a few deep breaths before responding. Focus on your breath, inhaling slowly and deeply through your nose, and exhaling slowly through your mouth. Another helpful tip is to remind yourself that their behavior is a reflection of them, not you. Don't take their words or actions personally. It's about choosing to respond in a way that empowers you rather than fuels their need for drama. Setting boundaries is crucial in any relationship, especially with someone who has narcissistic tendencies. Narcissists often disregard your needs and boundaries, clearly define what you will and will not tolerate. Identify specific unacceptable behaviors. Communicate your boundaries clearly and directly. Use I statements to express your feelings. Be consistent with your boundaries. Setting boundaries is about taking control of your own experience. Remember, setting boundaries is an act of self-care. Use I statements. When you're communicating with someone who has narcissistic tendencies, it's crucial to use I statements. This technique can be a game changer in these interactions. Why? Because it allows you to express your thoughts and feelings in a way that is less likely to trigger defensiveness or escalate the situation. Think about it this way. When someone feels accused or attacked, their natural instinct is to defend themselves. This is especially true for narcissists, who are often hypersensitive to criticism and have a fragile sense of self-esteem. When you use you statements, it can sound accusatory and put the other person on the defensive. For example, saying "you're always interrupting me" is likely to be met with resistance or denial. On the other hand, I statements allow you to take ownership of your own experience without blaming or shaming the other person. So instead of saying "you're always interrupting me," try saying something like, "I feel frustrated when I'm interrupted because it makes me feel like I'm not being heard." See the difference? The first statement is likely to trigger a defensive reaction, while the second statement simply states your experience and how the behavior makes you feel. Remember, using I statements isn't about suppressing your feelings or letting the other person off the hook. Avoid personal attacks. It's tempting to stoop to their level, to point out their flaws, to unleash a verbal assault that cuts them as deeply as they've cut you, but resist that urge. Engaging in personal attacks will only escalate the situation, fuel their need for drama, and ultimately leave you feeling drained and defeated. Remember, narcissists are masters of deflection. They'll likely twist your words, turn the tables, and make you out to be the aggressor. Instead of getting caught in that trap, keep your focus on the issue at hand. Address the specific behavior that is problematic and avoid making sweeping generalizations about their character. For example, let's say you're dealing with a narcissistic family member who constantly criticizes your appearance. Instead of saying, "You're always so negative and judgmental," try something like, "I feel hurt when you make comments about my appearance." By focusing on the behavior rather than the person, you're more likely to keep the conversation from spiraling out of control. Remember, you can't control how they choose to respond, but you can control your own behavior. Know when to walk away. Here's the hard truth. Sometimes, no matter how skillfully you navigate a conversation with a narcissist, no matter how calm you remain, no matter how many facts you present, it's simply not going to be productive. Narcissists, by their very nature, are often resistant to change. They may lack the self-awareness to recognize the impact of their behavior, or they may simply be unwilling to relinquish their need for control and validation. In these situations, the most powerful thing you can do is to walk away. Yes, you heard that right. Sometimes disengaging from the conversation is the healthiest choice you can make for your own well-being. Now, walking away doesn't mean you're giving up or letting them win. It simply means you're choosing to prioritize your own peace of mind over the need to be right or to change them. Walking away can be as simple as saying, "I'm not finding this conversation to be productive." You don't owe them an explanation, justification, or further engagement. Remember, you have the right to protect yourself from emotional harm. Concluding thoughts. Navigating interactions with someone who has narcissistic tendencies can be incredibly challenging, but it's not impossible. Remember, you have the power to set boundaries, protect your own well-being, and choose how you respond to their behavior. If you found these strategies helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from it. And be sure to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with navigating narcissistic personalities. Let's keep the conversation going. In our next video, we'll be diving into the fascinating and often confusing world of flying monkeys. What they are, how to spot them, and how to protect yourself from their manipulative tactics. Until then, know that there is hope for healing and healthier relationships.